Hello, my name is Dr. Anna Kornafeld, and it is my pleasure to introduce you to our project, which is an international well-being initiative to help the transition of our incoming interns during the COVID-19 pandemic. Internal medicine residency programs train both American medical school graduates and international medical school graduates. The COVID-19 pandemic has created additional challenges all trainees face during the transitional year. In the setting of international travel limitations and virtual interviews, we recognize that additional unique needs for our IMG residents moving to the US for training. Our Wellbeing resident team, in partnership with our Associate Program Director for Learning Environment and our educational program coordinators, created a guidebook to help address needs during the transitional year with additional topics dedicated to the unique needs for IMG trainees. Let's see what topics we included. We listed not only recommendation regarding housing, utilities, transportation, driver's license, hurricane safety, healthcare access, dress code, restaurants, recreation, and contact information to residents, but also international focused recommendations regarding how to get SIM cards, driver's license, also visa considerations, credit score, debit cards, information about banking, social security number, taxes, W-2 form, identity fraud, and insurance. Our guidebook was drafted and completed prior to the match day in 2021, and we shared it with all the incoming PGY1 class shortly after the match day. Both local and international consideration items included, and they were based on current resident feedback. The guidebook was distributed among our 31 new interns several months prior to their start of residency, including both categorical and preliminary internal medicine residents, and it is also posted internally on our residency webpage for future reference. Qualitative feedback from newly matriculated residents has been positive so far. Over half of the incoming PGY residents found housing through this list, and survey feedback from our IMG residents included saying that they found it super helpful in adjusting to their new life in Jacksonville, or transitioning to residency was much better with the Welcome to Jax guide. Moving from another country was stressful and exhausting, but this list not only made transitioning easier and faster, but also made me feel welcome. Supporting our IMG residents is especially important during the transition to GME, which is a traditionally recognized time of high stress. This is further exacerbated by the COVID-19 global pandemic due to travel restrictions and social isolation. Understanding the IMG experience and proactively addressing this need is important to diversity, equity, and inclusion within the larger framework of wellness and resiliency support for learners during career transitions. Weakness of our study included a lack of data on the IMG transition experience prior to COVID-19 pandemic for comparison, as this guidebook was created to address a newly identified need, as well as this was a single-site retrospective fashion. Future endeavors include plans to broaden our distribution in 2022 to include all incoming residents and fellows at Mayo Clinic Florida in partnership with our Mayo Fellows Association. Additional feedback and qualitative data will be forthcoming with this expansion and ongoing iterative updates of the guide. This simple initiative is generalizable to residency programs across the U.S. with potential great benefit to both American and international graduates entering GME programs in the new era of virtual interviews and ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you for your attention.